Hey guys, January 6th, down here at Pine Lake. We were down here a couple days last week, probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Dad's pulling away here in the loud old Dodge. But yeah. But yeah, down here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday last week, and then we had quite the cold spurt there for a while. So we haven't been down here. Bunkies and Pepple were down here yesterday, 5-10 below. Give those guys props for being down here. But that's the nice thing about being laid off is we can kind of pick and choose when we want to come down here. So me and Dad just got done riding probably another 25-30 miles today of just testing a few things. Dad testing clutching stuff on the catalyst, and I was testing a little bit of like traction stuff, moving some studs around a little bit on the 4-stroke. Neither of them worked out very good. So but that's the thing you got to do is got to try different things here and there. So go home, change it back, try something else, come back down here again tomorrow. So this is the week leading up to the first core race of the year, Otter Tail. Probably just gonna do a little bit of videoing every day here and there for one video of like leading up to the race, so kind of thing. So back in the garage now, made a few suspension adjustments along with some stud adjustments. The studs I kind of moved around that I wanted to test after Pine Lake didn't really work the way I wanted them to. So actually ended up kind of going back now to what we had at Pine Lake with a few different changes, just to get a little bit better braking. So we're gonna try that again tomorrow. Using the Sidekick. Pretty much every day we're wrenching on sleds. Shout out to my boss man, Brady. Also, not sponsored by Tracks USA or anything, but Dad picked up a new set of these ski boots this year because our old ones were getting pretty ratty, pretty wore through on the bottom. But these are made with a pretty good plastic, so we're liking them so far. So it was a good purchase for sure. Tuesday morning now, or I suppose not morning, afternoon now. Been down here at Pine Lake for a little bit. Attempt number 3 or 4 now after Pine Lake of trying a few different things, trying to make it a little bit better. I'd say we're a percentage better for sure. Could tell a little bit of a difference with the carbides I had on down here today. I think I might go back to the other ones. The other ones I have are a hair farther forward on the ski, and I felt like a hair farther back, it's like it's a little heavier turn in to the corner. So I'm going to change that, go back to what I ran at Pine Lake. Dad's on variation number 5 or 6 on clutching on the catalyst. So he thought it felt better. He was a little closer to me in the draft that time. So now he's just out running by himself to see what it can do by itself, at least, so he doesn't get any of my draft. So not a whole lot of riding clips going on, just because we are doing kind of short spurts of riding and then trying a little bit of this, trying a little bit of that, go out ride again for just a little bit, because it's just very minute kind of changes we're going for right now. We know what we got, we have a good baseline set up, but now it's just a trial and error, a bunch of stuff. But it's crazy on how much time it takes to find something better than what you are happy with, that you know that works. It's hard to veer away from that baseline setup that you kind of jot down, that you know that works.
Seem to be stuck at one speed, 105. It's like hitting a brick wall. Can't get it any faster than that. It's got a lot of power. I just can't figure out why it won't pull top end. I don't know why.
Little change of plans. Go ahead and peel that one right off. So now Dad's racing the Firecat Classics class, just not quite where he wants to be with the Catalyst, and with the entry fees for Classics being a little bit less than like 40 or 50 plus of what he would usually run on the Catalyst. He's just going to run the Firecat, have some fun with me on these older sleds. So he's kind of looking forward to that now. Now we've just been throwing the idea around the garage here for a little bit. So yeah, now pretty excited for Otter Tail with Dad on the F7 now in Classics. So now I got to get the ZRT out of the corner and kind of go through that, just because we did switch clutches on it after we gave Brady Dyrdahl his clutches back. So I've got to make sure that those are all good to go tomorrow, probably out on the lake. And I do know our good buddy Dustin Dorn is bringing his Formula 3 again that he had at Pine Lake to run the Classics class here at Otter Tail. He said to get ready for Pine Lake next year, so he's looking forward to it. So I think it'll be fun race in Classics now. Battle any takers on me on the ZRT, Dad on the F7. We'll see what we can do on them this weekend. Like I've joked that everybody likes the older sleds a little bit better, just because the nostalgia of them, I guess. But the 4-stroke is ready to go, so we got that ready for pro stock as well. So, but the older sleds though, they're pretty cool. So when I did ride the F7 earlier last week, I thought the front end felt just a little bit funny, and my dad is like, "No, Brody said it handled fine." It's like, no, it just feels off. And yeah, the toe out was quite a bit off. So Brody won Classics with quite a bit of toe out. Definitely kept the Hyfax cool with how much it had. So we got that fixed. But then we knew it needed some bushings here and there. So now we knew that one of us was running it this weekend. It was going to be me. But now we got some spindle bushings to put in. So at least it's a little tighter for Dad, because they're a little sloppy. Like we said, we didn't spend much time on this thing for Brody, but now we got to put a little bit of effort into it. Hey, Austin Leak, you got that much play in your skis? So I wasn't recording getting these bushings out of there, but what we use is a little chisel on this top one to kind of just pry it away from the spindle there, and it usually snaps apart. And then on the one on the bottom here, we'll put a chisel through here and a couple good taps from the top. Usually props it right out the bottom. Usually, in theory, sometimes they can be a pain in the ass. So all we do is putting these bushings in, get a bolt, 2 washers, and then just squeeze that bolt together. Pushes these bushings in nice and even. So grease the heck out of it and slide that pin in, and she'll be good for another 4,000 miles. Oh yeah, way better. Just like 2004. Well, working on the F7 here, you can see the filler neck cracked about 99% of the way around. Not good. Dad's gonna have to lay a nice weld of JB weld on there, lay a nice bead. So then with the cracked Firecat tank, we're looking on Facebook. Somebody's got an 02 ZR440 clear tank. So the first year of the Firecat. Would anybody know if that would work on here, or if being like an EFI model Firecat compared to the carbureted 440s, if something would be different with it? If somebody knows, let me know. Well, we're down here in the Big Apple of Minnesota, the Twin Cities, a place I'm glad I don't live. There's too many people here, too much traffic. Made a quick trip down here, ended up buying another sled. Pretty stoked on it. Found ourselves a really nice 2002 ZR600. Gonna be dropping Mandy off here at her hotel for her little trip she's going on, and then going home and tearing into it. So that's what we got going on for Wednesday. Well, here it is, the new ditch banger ZR 600. She is clean. Been watching this one on Facebook Marketplace for a while. Guy dropped his price a little bit. Figured I couldn't pass it up. Shot him an offer and ran down to the cities and got it. So pretty excited about this one. So yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. That'll probably be it with the new sled in this video. Gonna work on getting the F7 and the ZRT down to the lake today. This thing probably will never get put in ice mode. These ZR 600s weren't notoriously like the fastest 600 out there, so this is going to be just kind of a fun ditch banger sled. I'm looking forward to it. So probably going to be doing like a little, not really a build video on it, but just kind of how we're going to set it up and go through it and kind of what we go through. It's got 4,000 miles on it. Said it had a new top end at 3,500, but probably do all new driveline bearings, stuff like that. Just go through it, check it over. So yeah, watch for a new ZR 600 video coming soon, probably after this weekend at Otter Tail. So with the excitement of getting another sled, pretty excited about that. We're planning on going down to the lake today with the ZRT, the F7. A little issue with the F7 though, we've noticed if it sits longer than like 2 days without being started, it's almost like it loses its like prime. So then we got to pull it about 30-40 times before it actually gets enough fuel to fire up again. So that's something we're going to look into before we bring it down to Otter Tail and see where it's just losing its prime at, or if there's some other issue. So see if we can't figure it out today. So it does start and run once it gets going, and then fires right up every other time after that. But just for sitting for 2 or 3 days, it just loses pressure or something. So Dad just explained it to me about what we're trying to do here. 12 volt to the fuel pump. See how much fuel pressure we're getting with the battery, and then recheck everything, see how much fuel pressure we're getting with just pulling the rope. So nothing. I hear it running. I can feel it running. Yeah. So with Firecat, we've diagnosed it to probably a bad fuel pump. We had no fuel pressure on our little gauge there, and held my hand over the line when Dad was trying to pump it with the battery there, and hardly any pressure. So bad fuel pump. Nate, our good buddy Nate, is looking to see if he has got one on hand. Otherwise, we just ordered one off of Dennis Kirk. See if that gets here in time. If not, just have to move Dad's Classics entry fee to Nate-A-Wash or something. So we'll see. Here, one of the sponsors, JAG Body Shop, the place of employment of Kyle Grover. I see Kyle's got Colin's sled out here with him. Wonder what he's cooking up. Oh, he's got earplugs in.
Yeah.
It's for the vlog.
Oh. He's not gonna be able to hear you.
No. I'll just record until he sees me. Well, Thursday night now. Getting a few things loaded here. 4-stroke in. I'm going to change jets on the ZRT tonight now, so that's going to be just set for the weekend. Looks like temperatures should be pretty consistent, so probably run down to Pine Lake tomorrow again, just to run around a little bit one last time. I think we diagnosed the F7 to being a bad fuel pump, so we got one of those coming from Dennis Kirk. See if it gets here tomorrow or not. If not, Dad's not too worked up about it, about just pushing entry fees back to Park Rapids. So we'll see what happens there. So But yeah, let's do a few more things around the garage here, just kind of get everything buttoned up, ready for tomorrow, and then head out Saturday morning. So this will be the end of this week's kind of just thrown together day-to-day vlog. So we'll see everybody down at Ottertail. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it.